I can just play this all day. So, hello. My name's John Skippy Limcool. I've made 4 multis using new drum loops that I created as a thank you. This has been a great success of a library. And so thank you to all that whenever a library blows up like this, I'm really thankful. And so I do silly bonus things like this. I made 4 multis that I'm really proud of. These are really fun to play. They're really cool. They have some unique things going on in them. I've spit out all of the patches as well into this bonus library. So you get all of these bonus patches, and these 4 bonus multis right here are included with the full version of Beautifully Broken. So Beautifully Broken has all of these multis and I think like 128 patches. There's now an additional 28 patches. I think about that. Using these 4 multis and like 18 new samples. There's a couple samples in here that are from like Mega Magic Dreams. There's a kick drum from one of the OMG libraries. I kind of let things kind of happen like that a little bit just for the fun of it. So it's my site. I can do what I want. So these are included free because I love my customers and I'm really happy with how you guys have supported this library. So this is the Beautifully Broken bonus set of multis and patches. I'm going to play the 4 multis and then I'll show you the patches, okay? So this is Forest of Love. A couple cool things about this. This has a really cool ARP in the top. You got this cool, huge bass. And then there's all sorts of things connected. Remember, all of our patches now are using 4 MIDI CCs. 1 for the mod wheel, 2 is breath controller, 4 is a foot controller, and 67 is soft pedal. If you have hardware, great, you can set it up. If you don't have the hardware, you can use something like ModMate, which is a free plugin on my website. Just look under the banner at all the green text of all the different instrument and plugins. Look for the one that says software, and that will get you to where you can find ModMate. What's great with this is by clicking these little boxes right here under CC1, I could set this up so that I'm doing all that cool stuff that I was doing earlier with 4 different MIDI CCs like this, just with the mod wheel by using ModMate. So that's available if you need to have something to simplify. A lot of people don't have all the more complex physical hardware with sliders and stuff. This gets you into a live performance place where you can just use your mod wheel. You can use your pitch bin to control these things. It's really fun. Okay, so there's instructions with the download. It's a MIDI effect, so you need to have a DAW that supports MIDI effects. Okay, this BPM synth. It supports the bass. And then what's nice, you can just play melodies, anything you want. And then this is the cool, really swishy Calling All Lovers. Wish I could sing. It's just begging for someone to be singing on the top of it. Anyway, so that's one multi. Here's Midnight Chariot. These are warm. Man, wow, I like this. Nice and cozy. Midnight Chariot's really fun. This has a new groove. And it's using a kick from OMG Drums along with the messy kind of the Midnight City. And I high pass filtered this. I didn't want all that low end. Because of the granular engine, it's a little kind of not as focused as I wanted. So I used a high pass filter that's built into the main engine of Omnisphere without needing any effects to get that about where I wanted the frequencies to be cut. And then I added a kick. Right? And then because it's a little sloppy, I turned down the mix of that loop. So it's just this kind of sloppy background, you know? And this has some fun stuff. See how the controls are changing it? So, you could play for hours on each of these, I swear. Neon Dreamer, maybe my favorite of the group. I really love this one. This includes a Mega Magic Dreams, one of the Strat guitars. And then to make it even more special, I'm actually layering the Strat that's built into Omnisphere with the Mega Magic. And the Mega Magic has all that reverb and ambience and magic in it, and the two together. And then the left hand is this bass patch that's just out of there. It's actually two patches. Ready? And there's more to this than meets the eyes, my friends. Cool effect. And then I have on Mod Wheel brings in a cool synth. And then the bass on the breath controller. And then the other two controls are for messing everything up. So there's a lot to play with. I have to show you. This is so fun. This bass patch by itself is so insane. It's called, is it Neon Thunder or Neon Money? Money. So this has a fun element. Oh, by the way, my website is pluginguru.com. This is where I have my libraries. Feel free to come. There's a holiday sale because it's Valentine's Day going on. So we have a sale until the Saturday night. I like to have sales. So there's sales every now and then going on. But this bass sound, check this out. First of all, you notice it's got a melody and it's going up an octave, and I can play it way up here, and it doesn't cut off. And we've talked about this in the live streams. When you're doing key split zones like I'm doing, there's a physical zone where this sound stops and the guitar starts. I've got solo on, so you don't hear it. But normally, when you're doing things with the arpeggiator and melodies, when it gets above that split point, those notes won't play. So I used a trick where I think it's on, let's see, right here. I'm using, this is the pitch for the bass. So if I wanted this to be more of a glidey, I could go like this. And I could have a glide. If I want this to go down sooner, you could do it like that. So you can play with this mod envelope to get all sorts of things. If you wanted to bump up an octave, you could add right here. Just by right clicking, you can add segments to your heart's content. Add. Here, so now I have to go up an octave. So now it's going up an octave, right? But the thing that's cool about this, check this out. On control of 67, how am I doing that? I'll show you. So this is using the toxic, is it called toxic? Yeah, toxic effect, which is the sample rate and the bit resolution. And what I've done to make it so that if you notice, the sample rate settings are different. They're bouncing all over the place. The way I'm getting that is this is set to random 2, this is set to random 1. And so as the notes of the arpeggiator are playing, each time it's re-randomizing the sample rate settings. So the sample rate and the bit resolution are different with each note that the art plays. And when you combine that with everything else, it's just... get this extra stuff happening. And this sound here is using an envelope and an LFO. The way that works on this sound, let's see, this is Flyboy. So this is number 7. So LFO 2 is doing the blah, 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 blah. And then to speed up and slow it down, I have an envelope, mod envelope 2. So let's look at mod envelope 2. It starts and slows down. So right? So between that and this slowly fading in and this slowly fading in and fading out on the amp. So it will fade out so that way it doesn't just keep going forever. If I had a sustain point up like this, then this keeps going forever. But I put it to fade out so that way it just goes away when it's done doing its thing and takes off into the air, right? So those are the elements in this one. So that was really fun. And then Rocket is the last one. And we actually started this in a live stream last week. And then I finalized it. It's raunchy, rock and roll. It's cool. I have a square wave. And then it fades out. So those are the 4 multis. Let's initialize the multi so that we can go look at the patches really quick. The patches are the ones that came in these multis. So go over here, beautifully broken. The ARP. Okay, all the bases. Neon Money. Neon Thunder. This has the LFOs. And this also has, if you have your controllers up, you can have additional things, additional synth sounds show up out of nowhere. Yeah, that's Thor. 6 Feet Under, Dirty. These are the drum loops. Cymbal. Just an open hi-hat thing taken from, I believe, from a cymbal inside of Omnisphere. All sorts of cool stuff. That originally came from Omnipulse 2, and then I modified it for this bonus library. So this is the simple, and then there's a that's the full mix, right? Just a kick and snare, and then small mix. And the slamming mix, that's what I use in one of the grooves. Open hi-hat. The effects. And this is major, so you can play. And by the way, this is using a wavetable, and then it's modulating with the same envelope that's doing a whole lot of other things. Mod envelope 2. It's doing the effects send and the shape of the wave. So if I just say show this and then hit mute, I don't. Bell. So I wanted it in this track to do this kind of thing. So what mod envelope 2 is doing is it's down, goes up, down, and it's looping. Okay? And that's how you get that effect. 4 on the Floor. That's from OMG Volume 2. This is using one of the Waldorf samples. That's part of the Beautifully Broken library with sidechain pulsing on it. This is cool to play. Cool chord thing. Now, if you want to use this in a different way, turn off the ARP. And now it's ready to be used in really cool modern music. And if you don't like the effects, you can either hit right there to turn off the effects. Or you could go into the effect page and turn down the chorus echo and the BPM delay. If you want. Offbeat Charmer. The effects, here's Blue Pill. Whoops. Neon Flyboy. And the Midnight Police. The guitar. Okay. And then the Mega Magic Dreams. Isn't that cool? I love that. Okay. So that is Beautifully Broken bonus. 4 multis, 28 patches, using like 18 samples. That is yours if you own the full version of Beautifully Broken. So enjoy. Thank you. We'll see you in the next video.